What's up, everybody? I'm just trying to. This is a wrap up video. I'm redoing the other one I did because I didn't have time to check it before I did it, and it didn't come out how I liked it. So I'm just redoing it. So it's just wrapping up the NDP tournament, and telling you maybe a couple stuff in the future. First off, I want to thank everybody that came to that tournament because it was very competitive, and the goal really was unite the United States top players and Northern Mexico's top players. And we were able to to a degree do that by getting people from Juarez and over and some people from Chihuahua. But the Northern Mexico is still pretty big, so we've got people like Monterrey and Mexicali that are very very strong. So even the players that you saw there, there's a lot more even in Mexico, just Northern Mexico alone, that weren't there. So it's really just the beginning of something big. And if y'all were to ask me who's better overall, the U.S. or Northern Mexico, judging from the videos, you can probably see that we're pretty even, and that actually still, calls a lot of attention to the United States. It brings good publicity to the United States players because it shows that we actually know how to play. And the irony was, that guy Danny from Chihuahuas, he said earlier that he was saying in Spanish that los Americanos no saben jugar KOF. It's pretty much that Americans don't know how to play KOF. And I was making sure to bring that home to Mr. KOF when he came in so that we could educate him that we're just not your average KOF players, American KOF players. We're the best in the United States. And so I'm sure we got that point across to him as well as everybody else that we know what we're doing. We know how to play. And for the most part, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed those videos because it was made to be an invitational. And it's pretty much an answer to, I always wanted it to be a tournament, and it ended up being a tournament slash gathering. And sure, it has some issues. The tournament has some issues that I'm gonna keep confidential, but I'm gonna move forward with those issues and correct them swiftly. That's what I'm gonna do for Raging Storm, which is actually back on February the 26th to the 28th. So it'll be an open invitational tournament. It'll be in El Paso. It'll be in the same location. Y'all are welcome to come. Get ready for that because I'm gonna hope that it'll be a better tournament than even what we just had. Or it can be like United States versus Northern Mexico Part 2 and get people from different parts of Mexico to show up if at all possible. But if anything, just the level of play what we just saw, it's still going to be great. I mean, if you're seeing from the videos, I mean, that's easily the best level of play on U.S. soil in an SNK tournament. I mean, Evo, as I told you, Evo can't touch it. The level of play that we just saw, it just cannot touch it. So then that's where I'm going with that. I mean, that's really just the tip of the iceberg, guys. I mean, that's just Northern Mexico and parts of Northern Mexico. And as I told you before, if you've been following my documentaries, Juarez isn't, Juarez is one of the top cities in Mexico for play, but it's not the best. So, the best over, goes down south, central Mexico. So, we can, bring all these people in. I mean, it's just going to be monstrous. Talk about the level of play. And that's my point. I'd rank this tournament number 2 to the Juarez National because the Juarez National, there's a lot more people there. So I still got to see all these different, people from even central, south Mexico, some like Canada where I met them. So imagine what you're seeing, guys. Even this times like 6 or 7. Imagine that times 6 or 7. And I'm talking 2 to 3 years ago at the National. The level of play you're seeing right now in these videos, imagine that times 6 or 7. That was the Juarez National. Back when, I went to that tournament. That's the level of play I'm talking about. So imagine, yeah, that's my point. So you still haven't seen anything yet. I mean, the plot gets thicker. It's just a wake up, but this should be a wake up call, not only to Northern Mexico, but the rest of Mexico, and tell them that, there are some players, that can bring our A game and be ready to play. And so hopefully that'll wake up everybody and to get everybody back playing again. And the idea was to get players who were about to retire, and mix them with new players and, see how that was going to fare. And, now hopefully, it's great for everybody because, people are re-energized. They got new competition instead of old playing the same people all the time because I know I get old. And I mean, hopefully, I got people, looking forward to playing again. Like, K999 is looking forward to playing Mr. KOF again. Because, I mean, they seem pretty equal to me. I mean, and then that's another thing. I mean, y'all, what you got to realize is they're more about matchups. I was talking to people in the season's beatings thread, trying to get the point across that it's not about, that person being like number one, unbeatable. It's really just about matchups. You can get, take, for example, Daigo versus Justin. And Justin might not beat Daigo, but it doesn't mean that anyone else can't beat Daigo, because it's really about matchups. How does that person match up against the other person? That's what's going to determine who wins. It's about the matchups. So you can be the number 5 player in the United States and end up being Daigo just because you match up with Daigo differently than the number 1 player. And that's really what it boils down to. It boils down to matchups, which is really why it's hard to accurately call any particular match unless the skill levels are completely different. Which, like I say, it's a gray area, which you can see it in the videos. I mean, that's why overall we're even with other Mexico. I mean, who would have thought? But we are. It's pretty evenly matched, and the matchups are pretty evenly matched. I mean, they win some, we win some, and it all boils down to who has a better game or better day. It's on any given day, someone can win, and that's the way, really, in my opinion, I want it to be, because it forces everyone to get good. And that's really what it's all about. It's about me getting good. And as I was telling people about the whole Dick Rider situation, season beatings, I prefer people to just step up and play. I understand, people might admire me, and I have my fans and stuff, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'd much rather, it's flattering, but I'd much rather you just look at me like a tool. I'm just a way for you to get better. That's all. Just use me as a way to get where you're going. Don't put me on a pedestal. Don't treat me like I'm unbeatable, because I'm not. Like I don't lose, because I do. I'm human like anybody else. But I respect I appreciate the flattering or whatever, but treat me like anybody else and just use me to get where you need to go. And just keep getting and get strong, because the stronger we get as a country, the better we're gonna deal with other people in other countries. And that's what the message I'm trying to get across to people. So step up your game, as RJ said. We're not gonna wait on the rest of the USA. Now, like I said, Raging Storm is going to be going on February 26th through 28th. And there's this subscriber on my channel. His name is KOF Guy. He's trying to call me out because I lost to the guy that won the KOF 11 tournament, who was me on Mr. Koff. Who he adapts really, really well. Even though I was studying his videos and stuff, after the first match, he adapted very, very well. So it was very impressive seeing him adapt, because the funny thing is, even when he played K9999 in Winners Finals, if you would have just went off Winners Finals alone, you would have thought the tournament was over. You would have thought it was over, because he lost 3-0 to K999, but he adapted really well. He came back, and yeah, it was a war. There was a war. It was like a match. I mean, they're pretty much evenly matched overall. He won the tournament, so I mean, but it was a war in 11. I mean, God, it was such a war. I've never seen such a war like that. When I had it, that was pretty much that evenly matched. It was good to see. But I'll let you know when the DVD's finished. And that KF guy, I know who you are, where you are. I see you haven't replied to my comments. Think it over. Let me know what you decide, because I'll be more than happy to show you that you know very little about what you're talking about. More than happy. And you play me, you play K999, and you play Mr. KLF. And, you'll see how very little you know. But other than that, guys, I'll let you know when the DVD gets finished. I hope you enjoyed the footage. It's just the beginning of something, more things to come, I assure you. And that's really about it. I mean, if y'all have any questions or comments or PMs or anything, or ideas, just let me know. And, if I'm not busy, I'll get back to you, because I'm really, really busy. Like right now, I'm doing my PhD work, and I'm trying to plan another trip to Juarez, Mexico. Catch up with folks, etc. So just let me know. There's some things, and I'll get back to you. But other than that, guys, I'll take care. You'll see some matches between me and Mighty Mar pretty soon. But obviously, it won't be the same as those matches you just saw. But you just keep that in mind. There's not gonna be that level. The level play is, it's hard. You gotta work to get to that level of play. You gotta work to even set up that level of play. But that's really about it. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. And if you got any questions or whatever, just let me know. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.